Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Pop. Trust me, verify and operate with integrity and transparency. Today we got a clip from Altcoin Daily reference the recent rally we had from BNB. And this is a video you're going to want to watch before you think about investing in BNB. And full disclosure, I am invested in BNB. I think it's a great token personally. But it is a 100% super centralized token. And there are some, risk involved with that. And that's what Aaron's going to kind of bring about in this video. So let's run the clip.
I've said this many times. In the future, DEX is going to be bigger than CEX, and we want to invest heavily in those areas. We want to invest in the things that will disrupt our business.
Something very strange is happening in crypto today. The BNB price just hit a new all-time high, over $1,000 per coin.
How are you? Are you already in the process of doing that?
Oh yeah, we invested in
As founder of Binance CZ says, maybe we haven't hit the real bull market yet. We know that this was his Bitcoin outlook prediction for this cycle in this interview from about 4 months ago.
What do you think the price of Bitcoin tops at this cycle?
Again, very difficult question. Somewhere between 500K to $1 million, I think.
But little did we realize that CZ was giving us clues onto what comes next, which altcoins would do well next. Just listen.
We invest very heavily in decentralized exchanges, the DEX perps. The decentralized DEX perps are a huge market, as you mentioned. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just getting started. There's so much more. There's so much more to do. I think the current model where everything's fully transparent may or may not be the best model. Because you can see a big whale putting a $300 million short. But the guy who really want to do $300 million short don't want you to see it, right? So the guys who are putting that there.
Yeah, there's a game. There's for sure a game, right?
It's for his effect. Whereas real large traders like institutions, so that's why traditionally dog pools are way bigger than what we call order books. So I think there's a lot of room to grow, but I do think that future is decentralized. In the future, DEX is going to be bigger than CEX, and we want to invest heavily in those areas. We want to invest in the things that will disrupt our business.
Are you already?
So this was in reference to Aster that they just launched recently, and then what he's saying basically is that DEXs will be bigger than centralized exchanges. So Binance is the world's largest centralized exchange. So that's interesting to hear him talk about, DEX being be bigger. Now, you can argue that even DEXs on Binance are not decentralized, since the Binance token itself is not decentralized. But the thing to think about is that the opportunity, I guess, is all I'm really getting at. There's an opportunity here with what they're doing. And if you were like me and investing in BNB last cycle, then you would have seen all this price appreciation. Most of my BNB, I pretty much got a 2x on. I think I was investing between 500 to 600. But that may not look attractive if you're trying to chase the 100, 1000x gains. But I believe wholeheartedly that BNB is not going anywhere. And even I think in here they mentioned, I don't think I have the clip. CZ owns 90% of Aster, but supposedly CZ owns like 50 to 60% has a BNB. And most people would be bearish about that. But the fact of CZ owning that much BNB, I think this guy, CZ, got a shot at the wealthiest man alive, owns 90% of Binance. I don't think that's, maybe that's true. This one right here owns 60% of BNB. That to me is a bullshit. Like if you have one person controlling the supply and that person has been already through the ringer like CZ has and he hasn't dumped, he's not going to dump his BNB. He's probably able to get loans off this shit. He's probably leveraging it or something like that. Like that would make much more sense than to dump it. He can instead get a loan against his BNB and buy Bitcoin with it. Like he doesn't even have to dump the Bitcoin. So again, you may not like it from a centralized, decentralized kind of approach, but I believe that there's just opportunity there. So I'm not gonna, look a good gift horse in the mouth, as the saying goes, which I don't even know what that means. But there to me is a kind of a net upside, very little downside potential with BNB. Now at this stage, I would buy it. Got mine in last cycle, so I'm not saying anything about buying BNB, but I do believe it'll go to around 2,000 this cycle. That's just my base case theory for it. But I would not be buying anything. I'm actually not buying any alts. I haven't bought any alts since my alt portfolio that I showed you guys about 4 months ago or something like that. But I do believe there's potential here simply because, one, CZ has been through the ringer and showed that he can survive. I can't really say quote unquote be trusted, but there's definitely some shady stuff that goes on BNB. But if you've held the token the whole time, you've seen positive price appreciation, and you've seen Binance, the centralized exchange, continue to grow. And now you're seeing them dip their toe into more aggressive DEXs, and like you said, dark pools have larger order books. So people with big money want to hide their tracks. So it all makes sense that there's an opportunity here, and that could be looking at decentralized exchanges yourself on other platforms, blockchains that haven't ripped yet, or even the actual tokens themselves on decentralized exchanges, or looking at, I don't have it up right now and I'm too lazy to search, but there is the Binance, maybe I can see it here. It's like Binance, I don't know if it's Binance Alpha or if it's something else, but it basically shows you what they're buying into. Could be the Launchpad. There is a way to show you what they hold and what their recent allocations are. So all of that could be something to look into, because Binance, made all-time highs. So what they're going to continue doing with these profits and investing in to make more money is a no-brainer that you could essentially, as I say, swim with the whales, follow the money. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You support BNB, or are you against it because it is centralized and controlled? What are your thoughts? All right, smash that HBO special. Help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Until next time, daily achieve your impossible.